Alright, take on mine. I'm a professional truck driver. In my truck, okay, I got my coffee maker here, heating up some steaks, marinated. I got some instant rice that I used my coffee maker just to make water, hot water. Okay, I added garlic, salt, and parsley to that. And I got some other things here as well, for on the road. I got some canned foods in the bottom. I even got some items in the refrigerator and milk, to insinuate and some other condiments like ranch and all that, that I leave in the bag. This is what I don't understand about this coronavirus thing is how could you be immune to something if you're never exposed to it or even trained for it? I mean, there is so much land here in this government, our leaders. I just don't know, what to say with that. But if you are a believer in either the Quran or the Bible, even the Bible, I could tell you Isaiah 2:18, Isaiah 13:11, Genesis 3:5, James 1:22, and the Surat Yasin of the Quran 17:37. Trying to remember the other one. 23:12-14 is the other one. And 1 Corinthians 4:7 in the Bible itself. I mean, the solutions have been there, guys. I mean, real resources are still out here. Honey loquat helps with breathing, of course. Mint, helps with inhaling oxygen. Did you know that a newborn is incubated in the mother's womb? They breathe in water, living in the mother's womb until he or she is exposed to oxygen being born. Okay, I am Filipino. I'm sorry for my accent. All right. But even being exposed to the sun is not as bad. Okay, plants even need the sun to grow, right? I mean, there's a lot of natural resources, out here that we could actually utilize. I mean, homelessness, grows because there's so much land that this world has, but it's so restricted by our own government, right? Money gain for what? Capitalism, greed. I mean, if you think about it, a lot of the antibiotics that the pharmacy gives you is actually from molded bread, if you could believe that. Look, my fellow truck driver brothers and sisters, we not must fight each other. We could work together, in a lot of things. I mean, truck stops this is starting to smell so good right now. I could smell it through this rice cooker warmer thing. I mean, were we so different when we first started? I mean, a lot of the pride that everybody has always will lead to some kind of greed and lust for power, and even more greed for even riches. Riches for what, guys? Look, we are not perfect. I'm not perfect. I'm a sinner. I believe in God. I only fear God. Lucifer, I don't know what you're doing in this world, but you have caused enough damage already, brother. Oh, yeah, I also have a little blender and George Foreman to make my protein drinks and all that. I got some disinfectant wipes. It was like $7 at this one Walmart for some reason. I'm just looking at this. I'm just waiting for it to just be completely done. Look, God created our human bodies to even be better than what He created of the devil himself. Okay? We have a lot that the devil wants. And all of us have lost sight of the evil in this world, I think. We've lost sight of actually believing in our Creator. Look, help God win, God helps you win. Okay? God will extinguish everything of Shaitan. I don't know how else to explain it, guys. I mean, I don't know if it's my voice. You guys, don't want to hear me. Maybe it's the journalism, that you see, in the news. But is that really good? Are they doing it for God, or are they doing it for the devil himself? Look, I travel all over the place, guys. I travel the world too. I haven't been able to because of this whole new COVID-19. Oh, 18 other viruses. And we all started, with the first one going on. It's pneumonia, flu, influenza, and so on. And we had found solutions for it because we were exposed to it, right? Now we have vaccines for even the flu shot. Look, I dropped out of medical school to be a professional driver. Okay, I have done a lot. I'm just still looking at this food. It's just so good. Well, it's smelling really good, and I really want to eat, but I really want to be able to tell you guys these things. I'm thankful for God for what He actually has given me. I'm still alive. I'm out here making the deliveries for you guys. Okay? A lot of us are out here exposed to this coronavirus and making these deliveries out here just to be able to get food like this. Okay, and yet the world continues to make unnecessary cars and, useless things just for what? To gain capitalism and money for what? When we could all share and have more food like this. What's going to happen when we're out of resources, guys? You guys need to think about this. And yet, our governments are in control because they're man and they want to be able to be in control of everything. Since when was the government for God? Freedom to live. A lot of the colleges, useless colleges, spending so much money on studies and all that just to bring more people in there because they have money and they don't even have a clue to what their profession is going to be. They don't even have a clue to even operate their profession. But yet there's third world countries that could really use that education. And all because of what? Money, lust for power, and greed. And this is the devil's world. That's all I gotta say.